you are to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. I'm Meg, and this is my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Poopers. Today on Meg's Magical Mansion, we're going to go road tripping with the gang from ESP, Explorers of Spirit Phenomenon. If you didn't see our two-part interview with the lead investigators from ESP, I'll link it in the description below so you can learn a little bit more about them. But this weekend, we went and stayed in a spooky place. We went and met some cool ghosts. We met some wonderful people here in 3D and had a fantastic and very spiritually uplifting time. So stick around and we're going to share all of our adventures with you. We're off on our road trip. Here I am with some ghost hunting ladies.
Yeah.
Terri and Tanya. And we're looking for some spooky fun this weekend.
We are, and we will find it.
All right,
We're gonna
ghosts,
find it.
beware, ghosts.
Beware.
We're coming to get you.
Or be aware.
Here I am at Chinsegut in front of the plantation house. And this week we're going to learn a little bit more about this interesting property right here in the middle of Florida. Plus, we're going to have some fun looking for some spooky ghosts. Alright, so let me tell you where we went this weekend. We went to a place called Chinsegut Hill. It is in Hernando County, Florida, near the town of Brooksville. Chinsegut Hill is 269 feet above sea level, which for Florida is pretty spectacular. It's a very flat state, so that's one of the highest points in the entire state. This place was settled in 1842 by South Carolina native Bird Pearson, who named it Mount Airy. He acquired the land through the 1842 Armed Occupation Act, which basically meant that this was land that was taken from indigenous people, in this case, the Seminole tribe. Now, he didn't keep the property long. It was sold to his friend Francis Etherington in the 1850s. And Francis Etherington is the one who built the manor house, purchased land around the manor home, and started running it as a slave plantation, growing corn, tobacco, sugar cane, and cotton. Later on, the property was purchased by Elizabeth Robbins, the well-known writer and suffragette. She bought it for her brother Raymond. And he named it Chinsegut, which is Inuit for the spirit of things lost and regained. And he and his wife lived there for many years throughout the 20s, throughout Prohibition in the Roaring 20s, and they entertained many notable political and entertainment figures of the day. But by 1932, they had brokered a deal to deed the property to the government, with the stipulation that they could live there for the rest of their lives tax-free, which they did. The property is now maintained by the Tampa Bay History Center, who is in the middle of renovating the manor house, so we were not able to go into the house while we were there. The property is also run as a retreat and a little convention center, and they have cabins that were built near the manor house that you can rent out. We are heading up to the Gentleman's Club to go see if we can find anybody spooky.
So what used to happen was, apparently, a lot of the men would kind of come down and congregate here, hang out, play cards, engaged in adult beverages, and also supposedly women that they would bring in
To the gentleman's club.
The gentleman's club. And then I'm sure over the years it was probably like a clubhouse, maybe when, like, because a lot of different people come to this retreat. So you have church groups, you have Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, that kind of stuff. I think at one time they were using it more, but you can tell when we get there, it's totally like not used. Like it's in disrepair and it would need a lot. But I love the history of it, so.
And this is the gentleman's club. There's the lake. So they would bring their booty over here on their boats. Right here is the entrance that you would come in. This is the gentleman's club. Is that EMF or vibrations?
The vibration is the orange light that comes on right like that one. But the blue is EMF.
Yeah. Dance along with the blue lights if you like the song. Otherwise, I'm going to turn it off. Okay, I guess we're going to turn it off.
No more music.
Then turn that.
Oh, look at that.
Well, then dance those blue lights, baby. Dance those blue lights. I want them dancing. Yes, this table might look innocent, sitting here quietly in the home of Marie Tufts, paranormal investigator. But take this table out into the spirit world and it comes alive. This is the little table that could. There's the plantation house at night. We're gonna go see if we can do some table tipping and talk to some spooks. So they're gonna set up a little bit of gear and then we're gonna try a little table tipping here.
Come on, Terry, let's give it a try. Let's give her a whirl. Hold on for a minute. We gotta knock her in. I'm gonna knock in the spirits. We're gonna call upon the spirits. The spirits contact with the table.
Only spirits of love and light, nothing negative.
Here we go.
I have my little doggy here. Petey, he won't hurt you, he won't bite. If you want to pet him, you can. He's really soft. Whoa.
Here we go. Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledge. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Come on, bring it back, bring it back.
Let's not fall.
Bring it back. Don't break my table.
Come on, bring it back, please.
Bring it back.
Put it down.
Can you lay it back down? Let's not break the table.
You move it. Come on.
Come on.
You move it. I can't. It's gonna fall.
I got it. Terry. Hoorah! Yes.
Look. Okay, I gotta know.
And this little table is just getting warmed up. So stick around. Later in this episode, we're going to have even more fun with the little table that could.
Hi.
We're here today with this lovely lady. Tell us where we are and who you are.
Hi, I'm Cynthia, and I am the owner of Euphoria Emporium Hookah Cafe, as well as the founder and owner of the APF Healing and Learning Center. And we're here to have fun today.
So Cynthia, tell us a little bit about how you got started in this amazing space and what drew you here.
Well, I think it's what was in my mind more than anything, that I wanted people to gather somewhere and I wanted them to be happy and all get along. So that's a fantasy, I would think. But as I started creating this space, I decided to make it a space for everyone, a different room, a different theme, to make everyone happy and everyone feel welcome. And with that, I just started shopping in Goodwill stores and garage sales, and things just came together, and the space did as well. And it was all with love, you know, because I was very much needing my own expression somewhere, you know, instead of just opening up a restaurant or, you know, like things I've done in the past. I needed to express myself. So in each and every room is an expression of myself, welcoming others into it. So I automatically manifest. It's whatever's in my mind, it just comes so, okay?
Tell our viewers your trick, how you do that.
Well, I've been working on it for over 40 years, how to manifest. So
We're talking about
if
this
you
all the
just
time.
think of something, you're planting a seed. Am I correct?
Yes.
So if you think that it's not going to work out, guess what? It's not going to work out. So if you think you know and you have that feeling, I know, and that's manifesting. So you got to believe in it and just have a knowing in your mind, body, and soul that it's going to happen. So I did. I built it and they came. You know, it's one of those things. So in my mind, I wanted a place filled with love where everyone can gather from all walks of earth. I didn't care where they came from, what they've done in their past. They're welcome here. And this was a safe, secure place for them. And that's what we've created here. I can go on and on about the people that have come here and played, but let's talk about the people that are here every day. And those are the spirits. We have beautiful
I hear you
spirits.
have some people that in spirit world that like to hang out here
and
as well.
They're here all the time, and they're attached to certain things we have here. And they are of the light of Jesus Christ, because I've already cleared this place out 100 times, because you never know what you buy. You need to sage and cleanse and do it with your intentions, or it's sage or whatever, because you never know what you're bringing in here. And people bring things in. So at the front door, we've stopped that. It's protected. So when you walk in, you're going to feel the love when you walk in here. Because,
and you do. By the way,
yes.
you completely feel the love, the welcoming atmosphere when you walk in the door. It's almost like you're being wrapped up in a big old warm blanket or a hug.
That's
how
it
it feels when you
like.
come in.
Yes, and then when I feel heavy, or a customer will come in here and say they feel heavy in one of the rooms, I'll go in there, clap my hands, tell them to go, you know, get rid of whatever the heaviness is. Because like I said, people still have their own intentions when they get in here, what they're bringing with them, and or if they bring out their phone, they start arguing with their boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, that's also bringing the energy in too. So I gotta clear it now and then. But all in all, we have a few permanent guests here that stay with us, and they greet some of the pretty women. So sometimes the girls will say, I felt somebody like real close to me. I said, well, did you feel like it was negative? No, just real close. And that's either Jack or Al, you know, either one. And we have others that come in. And when we actually open this up to, we do crossovers. So it's like a clinic for the dead. Sometimes like a couple of girls and I will sit here and we'll cross over spirits, and they come, they know we're doing it. We got a list of names and they come, and then we cross them all over. So this is for everybody. This place is not only for the living, but also for the ones who've passed on. So this place is for everyone.
I
and
love
everything,
that.
every being, you know,
Is welcome.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you kind of got into the whole metaphysical
Well,
world?
I think I was kind of born into it. I'm born into it.
Most
a bit.
people who are say that will say exactly
born
that.
into it, and quite frankly, we grew up in a home that was not built but moved to the Cherokee burial ground. We lived on this ground that was a burial ground, so it was for Cherokee Indians in Long Island. And we've had dealing with spirits for many, many years. We had the newspapers out to the house. It was always a little, you know, my parents didn't let it get too out of hand with, they wanted to, you know, newscasts and this and that. They wouldn't let that happen. They had seances at the house, and we had my grandmother from Italy who lived with us, and she helped me with the things I was feeling and seeing. So I was born into it and then lived in it with the spirit world, you know, and learned how to communicate and not be afraid. Because if you're afraid, then you're bringing that intention, fear into you. So my grandmother taught us not to be afraid. This is true what you're seeing. It is what it is. And there's other beings. We're all aliens, you know, in her broken English. She did this.
But I think that is what scares people most about the spirit world, is
yes.
that they don't understand it, and
Right.
they're uncomfortable. And oftentimes we're just afraid of things that we don't understand and
Right.
feel uncomfortable with. And
so,
once you learn, you realize.
yeah, and then you take breaks, you know, because sometimes life gets in the way, and you get married, you have children, to different things, you have a different business or whatever, but you always know you have a knowing. So when you're born into it, you have this knowing that you know. And no one can change your mind, because you're not because I'm a Taurus either, because you know we're stubborn. But no, if you have a knowing, you all have a knowing. You just got to open that up, and that's what we teach here too. We have an academy where we teach Reiki and how to work with energy.
And you
and
are
spirits.
a Reiki master.
I am a Reiki Grand Master Level 20. So I've really studied and worked. So you can read books all you want and articles, but you got to actually have hands-on to get to where you need to be. You know, you have to have hands-on, and you know, I remind people to use their heart and not their brain, where their ego lives, and I expect them to remind me if I get into that space, because remember, we are all energy, and everything is energy. So like your energy, not my energy, is crossing now. So whatever might be going on with you or me, it's crossing. So sometimes you'll be around somebody who has very negative energy, and you pick that up. So you have to learn to clear yourself, and you know, all that goes with it.
I literally just did an episode on intention setting throughout your day. Like every time you're transitioning to a new activity, to stop and take just 1 or 2 moments and get yourself ready with the positive intention. Now
Right.
I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm getting in my car. I'm going to have this beautiful drive. When I get to the store, you know, everything will go my way. I'm going to find the things. And you said
once
that.
you keep practicing that,
It's so easy.
it'll be a flow, and you won't even
Then
you
your
won't
day,
even think about it.
then
You'll
your
do
day
it.
just flows. So I literally just did a whole episode on this exact thing.
So speaking of setting intentions, get up in the morning, give your body a stretch to get your energy flow, okay? Then get out of bed and protect yourself. So with your intentions, you will bring down divine healing light and protection light from whatever your belief system is. You bring it down 2 inches thick around your whole body to protect you through the day. Meditate.
This is
anywhere.
very good for empathic people to
Yes,
do. This is great
meditate
for
anywhere
empaths.
from 5 to 15 minutes, because when you meditate just 15 minutes a day, your day will go much better. You will center yourself, you will ground yourself through meditation. Your day will go better. Speaking about the intention, so if you set your intentions from the moment you get out of bed, you're great. Then after that, go ahead, brush your teeth, wash up, have your coffee, tea, whatever it is you drink in the morning, and go out with your day knowing that you are protected, and you have healing energy working on you all day, because you've asked that to come in, and that's how you set your intentions for the beginning of the day. Now, like I said, you run into people that their energy is like way up here or just scattered, and you have to maybe regroup yourself. So take a few minutes, put both your hands on your heart, and just breathe in and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Hold it for like 2 to 3 seconds, and exhale. Do that 6 times. Okay, and then that will re-energize you, that will recenter you, and ground you. These are your intentions. This is manifestation. You ask for what you truly need, what your heart truly desires. So that happens. And you let the universe take the wheel so miracles can happen.
This is a big thing where people struggle, because they get this idea and then they just start to gnaw on it like a bone. And the key to manifesting, I think a big key is you get the idea, you get it clear, but you have to let it go and give it to the universe.
Yes, let the universe
to fill
take
your
it.
order.
And half the problems, I'd say actually 99% of the problems that people think they have, they are bringing it to themselves, unfortunately, and there's a way to get around it.
And they're not even aware that they're manifesting their own.
And when you try to explain them, it took a while for them to get there. It's going to take a while for them to get to where you need them to go.
Yeah.
So on the new moon and a full moon, I always do a meditation. But before that, we set our intentions. So we get a piece of paper. And to set your intentions, you've got to put it down like it's already happened.
See, I like to write it past tense, like it's already there.
Yes. So
I already have this.
Yes,
I have
so
a blank,
new
or I
moon,
did
you want
this.
to bring in new things, a new job, a new car, a house, a new lover, what have you. You want to bring in the new. So in order to do that, you write it down as if it already happened, but you got to choose your words carefully.
Tell us a little bit how you use sound in your practice, because I know that's a big part of your
everything
practice.
is energy, and we are water.
I'm also really into sound energy healing.
So I do sound healing, okay? I do it through moving your energy. I do it through sound. So I do gong baths. at different frequencies, and at different frequencies as healing frequencies, and it vibrates. I do more than gongs. It's a lot.
You have the
bowls.
bowls.
I have chimes. I have.
I'm hoping maybe you'll play the bowls for us a
Well,
little bit.
I will. And so what happens is the vibration. It's even better than getting acupuncture because it goes right through your body. Knows where to go. Okay, it knows where to go to heal you, and you'll feel it. So what happens is it shakes all the debris off of all your cells. So your cells in your body shaking the debris off of it. So I suggest you drink water afterwards a lot to flush that out. It tears down your DNA, all your strands of DNA, so they can build up. Okay, it takes care of your meridians and all of your energy field. So it is really shaking you up. Okay, then we go ahead and we use the singing bowls. We start with the root chakra, it's our first chakra, and we align, we open, cleanse, align them, balance them, and we get you all fresh and new. I take you from the third and fourth dimension to the fifth dimension in the gong bath. It's a meditation with it. So I bring you from like the top of a mountain all the way up through the universe, through the portal, to the fifth dimension where you're all light beings, okay, and you're all connected, and it's a cool meditation.
Again, this is another thing I'm extremely interested in because
So
the number one goal of my channel is to bring as much 5D down to 3D for people here in 3D.
That's what we're doing. I'm going to bring them up
you
higher,
seem like you have a very,
but I'm
right
trying
now,
to get everyone on the same level.
Right, if we could just get people moving up to 5D, I think we'd be...
And the thing is, we are here for a reason, to learn. But I believe that we did choose to come here.
I do too.
I believe that we choose situations to learn from, the
parents.
people, the family. I'm going to say something that may offend millions of people, but it is all in intentions because everything we do is symbolic. Whether we put a spell together, whether we take crystals out, we burn sage, it's all symbolic.
I wish you could hear what I just literally said on my last episode. For me, when I'm doing spell work, nothing I'm using is magical until I put my intentions in it, and that's the magic right there. That is the magic.
And everyone is on a different level. It's not that somebody's better than the other, okay? Just because I'm a Reiki Grand Master Level 20 doesn't mean I'm better than a Reiki Master or a Reiki practitioner. It just means I put so much intention into healing hands-on and experiencing the real truth of healing. I've been lifted up. Of course, I got degrees for it too, but don't get me wrong. But it's like just having a knowing of what you're doing is you're manifesting.
See, we keep coming back to this intentions.
So it's all about intentions. It's unconditional love. It's forgiveness, not just for other people, but you must forgive yourself.
You've manifested all of this.
Yes,
and you knew how you would feel before when it was an empty space. You knew you'd sit here one day just like this, and you'd be feeling this. You already knew.
It's a beautiful feeling, and it's a feeling for everyone, and everyone has to realize that you are in charge of you.
Look who's back! And we're going to use this magical table to communicate with a ghost named Jack, who lives at the Euphoria Emporium. It's the little table that could.
Oh my holy
Let him
cow.
go. Keep going. Go around circles. He's bringing you there.
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
I'm going to smack
I don't know where it is.
Oh, wait. No, because it's...
Whoa! Whoa!
This is the piece of furniture right here. The table is in the way. This is the piece of furniture that we got a couple houses down from us. She was going to throw it out. Her husband passed away. His name is Jack, and we didn't realize it. We brought it to my house first, and Andy, my son, was going nuts at the house and we're home.
Hairs are on my legs, are touching.
Thank you, Jack. That was awesome.
My jeans.
Let's move this table out of the way.
It couldn't get to it. It was blocked.
Okay, Jack.
It was blocked.
We're gonna go hit that.
Come on,
bring
Jack.
it home, Jack. Come on. So we only need us. Ready?
I am out of breath and my.
Any of us are.
Okay, Jack. Bring us to that piece of furniture.
Take it right there and touch it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Let's all clap for Jack.
Yeah.
Good job.
I walked past it and I took a double take.
Right.
And the guy, he wanted $45 for it. And I said, you take $35? And he goes, yeah, to make a cute little table on the side of a couch, I guess.
A chair.
So I said, really, it's really not what we're going to use it for. It's like, what are you going to use it for? It's like a little table. You know, what are you going to use it for? Table tipping. Table tipping. Come back, yeah. And it was no big deal, but we used it at the May Stringer house, and that was the first time that it was. We've had experiences with this table. This table is absolutely not as innocent as it looks.
Well, thanks for joining us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. And I want to thank Terri Rohde for taking us along on this investigation up to Chinsegut Hill. And I want to thank Cynthis Oakes for sitting down and talking to us at her Euphoria Emporium and for giving us those beautiful sound baths. So, don't forget, in the words of Buddha, thousands of candles can be lit by a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for coming along and sharing your time and energy with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. If you had a good time, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so we can let you know when we post new episodes. You can check us out on the Instagram. And we'll see you back here next time at Meg's Magical Mansion.